Hello. So my purpose is to persuade people to see the positive side of lunch programs. The lunch program has to do with the disabled kids, parents on government assistance, and healthy food. The National School Lunch Program started in 1946 by President Harry Truman because he believed that we should have lunch program. Now this has to do with our children and how they eat. I, for one, has been a victim of childhood obesity, and I gained weight from drinking too much chocolate milk, and that was the only thing that I drank in high school, in middle and elementary school, because I really did not care for sodas and juices. And no, I plan to discuss the main ideas of the lunch program and what it is about. There are a few main points, starting with the disabled children. The solution Starting with the disabled children. The solution is to keep the disabled kids up to par with the other kids by letting the disabled eat with the able. That will make them feel more equal with their peers, and they should not be separated from their peers, because that will make them feel worse than they already do. Children with disabilities will feel like they are being treated equal to other children. This means that the disabled will feel happier even with their situation. The disabled should be treated equally with other kids, because they will start to feel like nobody wants to talk to them, or they will, and regardless of their disabilities, at the end of the day, they will want somebody that they can talk to, or have friends, or just somebody that they can relate to. Even if they are disabled, it is important to know how to communicate and socialize at some point in their lives, because that will make their life better, and it will make them happier. Communication is key in society, and depending on the situation, they can turn into motivational speakers. Like, they can go out and end up telling their story so that somebody else can do better or not make that same mistake. The next point I would like to make is about people who are on government assistance and not on government assistance. The negative side of the lunch program is that it is not fair to the other kids, and it should not matter where the person lives. It is not fair to the other students who pay full prices for their meals. Middle classes should also pay for reduced lunch, because some middle class families struggle to pay for full price. There are some single parents who are in the middle class and still struggle to pay full price. The Congress should be open-minded to which parent could pay for a full lunch for their kid. The Congress should have middle class people write out their situation to determine which family should get reduced or free lunch, and not just the income. Every family has a different situation. Some homes only receive one income, but makes too much. People should tell their story first, just so Congress can get an idea of how to go about the lunch program. There are reports out here that keeps track of which family live where and how much it costs to live in those communities. The reports really starts off by analyzing the location and if enough people already receive free or reduced meals in that area. About 50% of households needs to be eligible for a free or reduced lunch plan. This is a problem. Because it should not be based off where you live, but if the parents is making over 6 digits. It should not just be about how much a parent makes if there is only one source of income coming in. This is not fair for the single family home. The Congress should check deeper into the families to make sure that the family has enough to feed the kid. The parents should not have to pay more than necessary if they are already struggling. The last point I would like to make has to do with having healthier foods in the CAF. My position on this is that I want them to change it for the better by making the lunches healthier. When they change it, they should change it so that the kids to have at least a chance to get some sort of vegetables and fruit in. At some school, there's only a subline, a piece line, and a main line. Not even a salad line. Like at my school, that was our line. They should make it so that there is a salad line, because there are students out here who wants to lose weight, like in high school, middle school, like they want to eat healthier. And there are kids out here who are vegetarians and will want more fruits and vegetables. Their needs should also be met. To reduce obesity, this means that there will be a lot of work to do for this to be successful. As schools to be successful, schools can put restrictions on foods that can be bought and by not putting unhealthy foods in the vending machines. And schools should sell more flavored water and or regular water more so than juices and sodas. And that water should be cheaper than juices and sodas. Like, that's ridiculous. People should be more for the lunch program, even though there is some positive and some negative effects of it at the end of the day. Negative effects of it. But at the end of the day, it's for our kids. Therefore, a few of the National School Lunch Program is about the positivity of it, but also the negative aspects in my position on it. One of the things we should do is push for the lunch program. The food our kids eat is what is affecting our kids the most. And if they are going to be in schools for 7 hours, then they should be able to have a healthier meal.